As we started doing, I think, the work of social emotional learning, you want to baseline it and measure it so you know if you're making progress. The same in anything in education. How do you know if what you're doing is making a difference? You can have anecdotal measurements, which are also a valuable way to assess progress, but it's also, being a scientist, and I think everybody would agree, it's also helpful to have some more objective measurements. The Middle Years Development Instrument is this fantastic work of Dr. Shona Reichel and her help team at UBC. It has students taking an online survey, and it measures across sort of 5 different areas, from what they're doing outside of school, are they eating dinner with their families, to their relationships with adults in the school, how are they feeling connected to their peers and adults within the school, what is their perception of the relationships in their school. This is really valuable information for us. And so I just see this as a really excellent tool that's already developed for us. So I was really excited to learn more about it and to give it a try this year at our school. I was pleasantly surprised with how much thoughtful work UBC had done in making this as painless as possible. So I'd be surprised if I put 10 hours into rolling it out with my staff. The kids write the survey on computers, so you just have to make sure that you've got your Chrome carts booked, or whatever computer labs, whatever is in each school for writing a computer-based assessment. It was very straightforward. The kids got the hang of it quite quickly. I just thought it was about understanding the process, but then we got excellent data back that I took back to my staff right away and said, might this information that we have, for instance, the perceived relationship by students with their teachers, might this change how we finish the year? And it had this fantastic conversation with the grade 7 team. They got excited about what they could do. We identified the few students we felt were at risk, and we even started brainstorming about how we were going to come back after this summer and really connect with them as new grade 8s next year. The information from the MDI really nudged what our teachers did for finishing off the year. And I see that happening indefinitely. Every time we do the MDI, we'll be feeding that back to the staff and saying, how is this going to help us prioritize what we do for SEL over the next few months? Educators are naturally interested in doing the best by their students, and when the data is put in front of them, that is the response of students themselves, their own voices, and a couple of questions asked of them, if it was possible to change these numbers, if we believed it was possible to make better connections from students to students so that they reported better peer connections. Why aren't the grade 4s getting more sleep? Then they are immediately going to start asking themselves more questions and making changes in their classrooms. People are natural scientists, just like students. So I think this is a really valuable tool to bring into our schools.